Hey, yo, Kyle, here's the script for today. Bill, I don't think the community's gonna fly with this one. Oh, jeez. Why did you hand me this? Mayhem said to give it to you, said you didn't make good video. Dude, Bill, they're gonna hate this. They already hate me as it is. Why are we trying to light the fire here? Bill! Hey, sorry, I'm gonna go take my lunch. Can you make that video real quick, like snappy, you know what I'm saying? Dude, I'm gonna get so roasted. Oh my god, this script is so bad. Oh boy, well, here goes nothing. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Kyle Freems. You probably know that by now. You probably know who I am. If you don't know who I am, well, I'm Kyle Freems. Nice to meet you. I hope you're doing well. So, today I gotta make a very serious video. I'm like, I meme a lot on this channel. I meme a lot in the Discord. But then there's times like I talk about stuff I'm passionate about or stuff I'm working on. Or stuff that matters to me, stuff that I care about. And you know, that's the channel. That's it. That's pretty much all it is. Then there's times where we have to talk about some very serious stuff. So recently, if you guys didn't know, open source Free Realms is gone. I made a video on it, reading the Reddit and such. That pushed me to want to make a video talking about the Free Realms Sunrise community. Seriously though, there's a problem basically with the Free Realms Sunrise community. If no one's noticed by now, this will probably help. If it doesn't, well, I don't know. I'm trying to do my part here, talk about things, talk about the way I feel and my thoughts on the community, because, you know, at the end of the day, Free Realms is, you know, it's important to all of us. We all love the game. But like, there's a point where we all need to calm down. So I'm going to talk in depth from, like, you know, when I joined the server to now. So yeah, let's kind of just dive right in it and discuss. So first thing on the docket, I'm doing this. I have a slideshow for you guys. I'm giving you a PowerPoint here. Like, if this doesn't help, I mean, I don't know what else I can do for you guys. You gotta help me help you, you know? Please. So let's start with 2018. This is when I joined the server. I think there's probably people who have joined later. I started looking, because Free Realms shut down for me at the start of my freshman year. So I graduated in 2017. That was when I graduated. I think I got bored one day, I don't know, and I got curious. I was like, is Free Realms coming back? Because I thought Daybreak might go and revive the game, and, you know, maybe they would have. I mean, there's no telling if they would have revived the game, but it would have been cool, you know? You know, they trashed five of Sony Online Entertainment's games to make another failed title. I mean, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, so I Googled it, and there was a revive project going on. It was a forum. I didn't check back until either later that year or, like I said, 2018. I think I checked in 2018 because, like, the forum, I guess, had died, and then there was, like, a link to a Discord server and linked me to Free Realms Sunrise. So I think Free Realms Sunrise, you know, we all love the game. I think when, you know, people heard about this revival, people were super excited, super hyped. Everyone, like, instantly was like, my nostalgia, or, you know, whatever you kids say nowadays, I guess. But yeah, when the game got announced, I bet everyone was super excited. I know I was super excited because I did love playing the game. It was a fun time. So yeah, it got announced, I guess, whatever. I found out about it, I guess, and I joined the server. So that's kind of how this all started. It's probably how it started for everyone. They look it up and they're like, "Oh, it's coming back! Wow, crazy." So yeah, that was 2018. So I'm kind of going off a timeline basis here. So follow along. If you would please pay attention to my PowerPoint. It's very informative. So, next part of 2018 we got to discuss. So yeah, 2018 I joined the server. Didn't know the community at this point. My first introduction to the community was like, I remember this is actually how Kyle Freems came to be. This is how I was born. You know, how I got my strength. There was this girl. I'm probably not going to name names in this video because who cares? But for the sake of context, it was Taylor. Taylor was in the Discord server. She's not anymore, but she was on the Reddit at one point in a big news scandal. I did make a video about that, by the way. But yeah, she didn't like that I kept posting photos of someone else's, like when the alpha was going on. She didn't like that I kept posting pictures of someone else's player model. I thought, okay, I'm going to keep doing it because it made no sense to me. It was like I was just posting this player model, and it's actually the original profile I had for, you know, the Discord server. That's how Kyle Freems was born. I started doing memes about that player model, and it became, you know, me. So yeah, that's how, in case you didn't know, that's how Kyle Freems was born. He was born out of memes. Like, yes, he was born out of memes. It's crazy, it's wild. But yeah. So yeah, I guess the reason I got this picture of a kid bullying another kid, I mean, it did technically start from bullying, if we call that bullying. Someone, like, I think she kept making, she just didn't like me, I guess. I think that was the case in point right there. She didn't like me, so she kept like saying stop. She kept getting mad about it. So that's 2018. I think that's kind of where, like, I completely just didn't talk in the Discord anymore. Like, I paid attention to updates and all of that like everyone else did, and I stayed very silent until, hopefully, the next slide. I don't know what the next slide is. 2021. Yep. So this is a fun thing we get to talk about for the community. 2021 was like the year I got back into typing into the Realm Sunrise Discord. And that year was also the year I started, perusing eBay for Free Realms things. And I bought like a bunch of stuff. Like I bought a guide, I bought the comics, which I have read, by the way. And I bought so many TCG cards. No value, but people were pricing them. Like, some of them were super cheap, but then they kept getting expensive. I bought all these on eBay because, like, I wanted to, it now has evolved into I want to do a huge unboxing. If a release date gets announced, or if, the game gets canceled, like if it doesn't come out, I still want to do this big unboxing, as a big, celebration for Free Realms or whatever. But I think it would be cool. So I did all this, and it wasn't even one person. So many people, like, I think at least 5 people. I want to say so many, but like a lot of people in Discord got mad at me because I posted a picture of all the cards I had been buying. They got super mad because, why are you hogging it all to yourself? Why are you doing that? What? Like, they got all pissed off for no reason whatsoever. And, they got really upset at me, which is why I have a baby here crying. He's sad. He's super sad. So yeah, they all got upset, and it didn't stop there. Because I believe the mods, like, they were like, okay, cut it down, like, turn it off, which is good. I'm glad, because, I was just happy that, like, I could share what I had been getting. I thought it was cool. And now I have a huge box of those cards sitting in the closet, waiting to be opened, which I'm not going to do yet until, I see a date or I see it gets canceled. Either way. Moving on, it escalated into this. So I'm using my own card as an example, but one person, I don't remember their name. I think it was Buddy. Pretty sure. But for context, we're going to use Buddy here. He DM'd me on Discord. Got super, we'll use the term butthurt because he did. Buddy got super mad at me that I was buying these TCG cards, and he kept getting pissed off at me. I don't even remember the conversation too well. I just know he got mad, super pissed off about it, and just DM'd me directly and was like, hey, stop buying those packs. And then I kept doing it, because I didn't really care at the time. And I guess he said, he plays the game in real life. And I was like, why? I remember asking that because I was just confused. I don't know anyone who would play this in real life. It's not impossible, but I just think it's kind of weird. But yeah, he buys the packs and plays it in real life with other people, it was strange to me at the time. I mean, nowadays you can just play it. There's a way to play it. I have a video about it. But yeah, he got super mad at me, super angry that I've been buying these TCG cards, and it was just another example of the community was being weird. And I don't think it's taken a lot for me to make a video like this describing the community in a whole, but that's another instance. And then we're gonna fast forward on over to good old 2022, this current year, where I was in the Free Realm Sunrise Discord a lot. So we're gonna talk about my main, probably my most annoying issue with the community is patience. You guys know, I probably said it a million times. I'll say it a million times again. I'm probably the most patient person in the world. I do not care how long something takes to come out. It'll come out, right? Just got to be patient. And then people are like, oh, but I've been waiting 5 years for this game to come out, and people are super impatient. When's the game coming out? 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 Is the game coming out now? Kyle, when's the game coming out? I don't know. Don't ask me. But keep in mind that every developer, whether it's one person or thousands of people in a development company, everyone goes through development hell, which is, I guess, we could call, Mayhem doing his video game development on Free Realms as alone. We can call that development hell. If you want to call it that, call it that. Because Ubisoft, and I'm using this as an example because there's a lot of games that go through development hell, but I want to know what was the longest game in development hell. And that would be Beyond Good and Evil 2. And I actually remember this trailer. I don't even know what it's about. I'm going to be honest with you. I do remember the trailer, but apparently this game has been in development hell for 14 years. Think about that. Free Realms has not been in development hell, quote unquote development hell, for that long. It's been a short amount of time compared to that. And I think another good example that I will use is Kingdom Hearts 3. That game has been in development hell, I think, since it was 2015. So it's literally it came out in 2019. So it's I think 2013 actually. So it was 6 years in development hell. So think about this, right? 14 years for that game, and it's developed by Ubisoft, a AAA video game development company. 14 years. Now, Mayhem being alone on this project, not alone anymore, he's got a team working on the game. Now, I think it's in a good spot, personally. You can think what you want. I don't really care. But, in my opinion, it's in a good spot now. Regardless if not a lot has been shown, I think it's in a good spot, personally. Call it development hell if you want. Be impatient if you want. I just think you're being silly. At the end of the day, I think that's another flaw in the community. A lot of people are impatient and can't wait for things. For me, though, even though I'm extremely patient, Free Realms is not my top priority in terms of, do I absolutely need the game now? No. Because, Free Realms shut down in 2014. Okay? That's when it shut down. I've moved on from that game, and I'm playing a lot of other different games. So, Free Realms, when it comes out, yeah, I'll play it. I'm super excited to play it. But it's not, I don't need to play it immediately. I've got plenty of other games to play and do whatever with. I don't need Free Realms right now. That's how I feel. Hate me if you want. It's how it is, dude. I think a lot of people have moved on from Free Realms. And when it comes out, they'll play it too. But yeah, so that's my biggest thing. But then we're gonna go into like we're gonna go into some areas. Okay. So to kind of like combat like all this impatient stuff, you guys probably know I do write. I have written Free Realm stuff. Currently not a creative writer yet. I don't know. Whatever happens. But I have written Free Realm stuff. Luck of the Draw is probably my, like, it's my first time writing anything. Regardless of how it's written, I think I'm pretty good at writing. Whatever you guys think, you know, I'll take it as constructive criticism. But Luck of the Draw is my absolute favorite thing to write. Like, how I wrote it, all the ideas I had fit into this perfect story, and I feel like, you know, writing the end of it was like probably the hardest thing, but it was super fun to do. And I think what this did, along with like me showing like those trading cards I bought off of eBay, I think a lot of what I'm doing, regardless if it's like mocking the Reddit, which, by the way, the Free Realms Reddit, I mean, I'll include it into here, but like me doing that, like, to draw attention to Free Realms. And I think a lot of this, like me writing Luck of the Draw, I'm trying to give people something to look forward to other than the game releasing. You know, I wrote this and I was happy writing it. I was super happy writing it. I'm gonna keep writing Free Realms stuff. I think that's, you know, it adds to Free Realms. It really does. You know, whether or not you contribute, you know, it's something to do. Like, I get to write, I get to, like, all these videos I have on YouTube all relating to Free Realms. Like, that's what this channel is all about. It's always gonna be about Free Realms. I love adding to stuff, dude. Like, Luck of the Draw is part of that. What I just announced, Sunrise Stories, that's another thing that's also gonna be a part of Free Realms. Like, writing about the stuff, it pushes hype towards the game, and I think that's cool. That's what I wanted to do. Like, this year, like, I wanted to push some hype towards Free Realms, and I think I did just that. And I really loved writing it, and it was a blast. That's probably the most positive thing I think that for me comes to the community side, because, you know, people get to enjoy reading something about Free Realms. Like, I wanna, you know, describe a situation to you guys. Whether or not you agree with it, I'm just gonna put it out there. If I hadn't written this, if I hadn't written Luck of the Draw, if I hadn't put a story together for Free Realms Sunrise, like, I want to know, like, what would anything change? Like, I think a lot of more people would be pissed off all the time. I feel like there would be a lot more upset people, like, oh, it's not out yet. But, like, I think my story filled a sort of void, you know? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think that's, like, another, you know, thing about the community is, like, I want to help as much as I can, add some happiness to the community, not toxicity and all that. By the way, that's our next point. I'm going to move on from this, but yeah, I wrote something about Free Realms. I feel like it added something to the Free Realms community, but yeah. Anyway, toxicity. So, I do realize that I made a video saying Discord silence. I think that was called, like, I don't know. So currently the Free Realms Sunrise Discord has the text channels closed, and I don't know the exact reason. I don't. I believe it was because of toxicity towards, like, the mods, I think, and towards staff, which is dumb. I know the Ty made a huge post about it. Dude, I think, like, seeing that and seeing the text channels closed and all the voice channels closed, to me that's a good thing that they closed because of that. Because, dude, the game is not currently in development hell. Like, again, it'll come out when it comes out, but the fact that you have to be toxic about it coming out is absolutely bonkers, dude. It's crazy that you guys have to go to this extreme. I don't know who's being toxic, but if you're being toxic, grow up, man. Like, I think we're at a point now, like, you know, there's anger, you know, being upset, you know, bullying, that's that, but, like, being toxic, that's a line I kind of draw. I think it's really childish to be toxic towards a game that, A, you aren't working on, B, you're not entitled to, You know, Mayhem's doing this for him. You know, of course he cares about I think he cares about the community and he wants to bring it back for us, right? But at the end of the day, it's his project, and he's bringing all these people on for staff, and he does want the game to come out, but it's his passion project. I think for the people being toxic, you're in the wrong. You're being silly. You need to grow up. That's it, man. Move on to another game. Free Realms will come out when it comes out. You need to be patient, and you need to be chill. Just chill out. It's weird, dude. It's so weird that people have to go to these lengths, right? And I'm going to bring up the next point because it does relate to toxicity, but it's another thing entirely. I'm just going to outright say it. Racism. Dude, it's wrong. The reason behind that OSFR, open source free realm, shutting down was because Groxy, I'll call it out. I don't care. It's on the Reddit. I don't know the full context behind the story, so I'm not going to pretend I know everything. But from what someone wrote, he was being racist. I think that's like the final line that I draw. It's the reason why I made this video, because we need to learn something from this, dude. You all need to calm down. Like, it's a video game. It's just a game. Why are you being racist in the Free Realm Sunrise community? You're not welcome. If you're gonna be racist in the community, dude, go play something else. Don't play video games at all. Go do something. Man, go write a book. Go do something else. Go read. Go touch grass. I'll say it. I think it's wrong, dude. It's just, I cannot believe it. We went from this video, we went from bullying, right? Upset, angry, toxic, impatient, toxic, racism. 6 stages of being unhinged. It's insane for a video game. I have never seen, I'll say it, dude. I play Destiny. This community is pretty bad. It's comparable to Destiny's community. The Destiny community is rough. It is. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Destiny's a video game. There's a community behind it. The community's kind of garbage in some aspects. This community can match that. I feel like it's insane to me that we've come to this. Dude, racism is not okay. Groxy, if you're watching this video, I hate you now. I don't like you. I'm just going to outright say it. You're not welcome in the Free Realm Sunrise community. I'll just say that. I'll speak for everyone on this. I don't think anyone wants you in the community anymore. You can play the game, sure. I don't think anyone's going to want to talk to you, though, if you're going to be racist. Whatever the context was, I don't care. It's silly. People need to grow up, and, dude, racism's not okay. If 2020 wasn't an example of how not okay it was, oh my lord. I mean, you need help. Get Jesus. All right? Get help. Please. I insist, get help. Yeah. This is what made me make this video. I cannot believe I'm making this video talking about the Free Realm Sunrise community and how we've gotten to this point. It's insane. It's bonkers, dude. It's crazy. Oh my god. Wow. Okay. Bringing it back to center base. Now that we've covered the 6 problems, I think personally, with the Free Realm Sunrise community, we're going to address the final point. My thoughts / feelings towards the community, the Free Realm Sunrise community. So, how do I feel? I'm sure a lot of you know how I feel, but a lot of you probably don't. So let's outright say it. I don't like the community I don't like most of the community. I think it's pretty clear from what I've, put on the screen here, what I've showed you in my PowerPoint presentation. There are people I like in the Free Realm Sunrise community. There's a lot of people that I've talked to that, have talked to me. On the enforcement team, there's at least I like talking to those people on the enforcement team. They're nice people. You know, they're enforcement for a reason. You know, they can be mean when they want to, but like, they're super nice people. Like, I'll name names. I don't really care at this point. Dusk, Elk, Gray, great people, phenomenal people. Luna and Sky I haven't really talked to, but like, there's so many people in the community that are just have rubbed me the wrong way. Like, I don't vibe with. Like, for an example, like, I can read people's messages, or, you know, read their aura in a sense. I can get their vibe almost and know like if I like them or not, or if I don't like them. Here's an indication of if I don't like you or not. If you're blocked, just use this for reference. If I have you blocked on Discord, I don't like you. Okay? That's just, it's fact. I'm putting it out there. You are not liked by me. Whether or not you care, you know, that's your prerogative. But yeah, I don't really like the Free Realm Sunrise community. Whether that puts whether that puts my name in a bad place, I don't really care. Again, like, I think a lot of us here are just here to play the game. Whether or not you care about the community or not, that's your call. But like, in some regard, the community does matter. But like, this is just, it's beyond silly that people are like this, like that people are racist, toxic, you know, impatient, whatever. It's silly. It's bonkers. I hope the community can change, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think a lot of people in the community are something else. And there's people on like the staff team too that I like, you know, but it's silly, dude. The community needs to change for the better. This is such a huge example of it. The fact that, you know, someone's being racist, that's where you draw a line. That's exactly where you draw a line. I draw a line at toxic too, but like, dude, come on. That's insane to me. It's crazy stuff, man. Making this video is, I was thinking about doing it even before I read the Reddit, and that it just pushed me to do it. So, you know, here we are, just throwing it on the table. I'm not a fan of the community. Even right now, I wasn't like in, I would say like 21, like that, you know, the whole trading card thing, like that was kind of a almost red flag, but like this year has just topped 21 indefinitely, dude. So yeah, you know, the videos I make on this channel, like, I make them to make them, like, I mock a lot of things, you know, is what it is. I make meme videos, I make serious videos like this one. It's, you know, it's how I feel about the community. You can hate me, that's fine. I don't care. You know, I am who I am. I write for film stuff. I make memes. I mock. It is what it is. You know, I think we need to change for the better. Like, if you don't want to see me if you don't want to see me making fun of people anymore, like if you don't want to see me making fun of the community, change. That's all I ask for. I ask for change. You know, be a little more patient, please. You know, be a little less toxic. Don't be racist. Don't be toxic in general. You know, don't get upset. Don't get mad. Don't bully. Like, dude, I'm pretty sure most, if not all, people in that Discord server or in the community in general are adults. We all need to grow up. I have grown up. I'm making memes, but I've grown up, dude. I'm almost positive on that. But like, oh my god, dude, we're adults. We need to stop being childish. You know, it's a video game. It'll come out when it comes out. All right? Go play Fortnite or something else that's, you know, free. Okay? Realms will be here when you get back. You know, I guarantee it. And even if it doesn't come back, you're probably just going to look at all, like, if you're one of the people that, you know, for those 6 things, you know, if you relate to that and Free Realms never comes out, you're going to go back and say, wow, I was really childish and dumb. I don't know, man. I think I'm just over the community. It's bonkers. It's nuts that I had to make this video, but I had to make it. I wanted to talk about this, and I feel like maybe people wanted me to talk about the community. I don't know. I have no idea. I thought, maybe if I talked about the community, we'd shed some light on some things, and I'm pretty sure I have. If you didn't know about any of those 6 things, that's a little crazy, but I understand, it happens. It happens, but maybe you found this informative. Maybe you enjoyed my PowerPoint presentation. Hope you did. If you did, feel free to reach out and, maybe we'll talk. Maybe we'll have a discussion on how the community can be better. I don't know. Anywho, I'm Kyle Freems. I make memes. I write lore. I like Free Realms. Free Realms is pretty cool, right? Can we all agree on that? Can we, as a collective, agree that Free Realms is pretty cool? I think we can do that. Anyway, this has been Kyle Freems and his, my Free Realms Sunrise presentation. And I will see you guys probably in December. I'll see you sometime in the future, when I feel like putting out Free Realms stuff. Anywho, goodbye.